And now, back to After the Music, Virtuous Rhino.
We tried polka, country, neoclassical metal, Russian folk dirges, and all of a sudden grunge got hot, which was perfect because we were already poor and we already wore holes in our jeans and nobody could understand what I was singing anyway, so we moved to Seattle.
Did you know it rains in the Pacific Northwest? Like, all the time?
The members of Virtuous Rhino did something that all musicians never hoped to do. They got jobs. Chuck ran a ferry, and Mike got a job working at Taco Hut.
I'm still working there. They just gave me my 25-year pin, promoted me assistant to the assistant manager.
The job market sucked. I got this job off of Pike Place working at some coffee shop. They said they wanted to expand and open more stores. I told them eat a
Times were tough for Virtuous Rhino, but they finally got a gig.
Yeah, I remember our first gig in Seattle. Little Emma Anderson's 7th birthday party. Well, we had no idea.
What? Don't your kids want to hear real rock music? Do you even know what it's like to rock? No! Ow! Get away! Oh!
Doctor says I should have died. Says with shame I didn't break any bones in my playing hand or my vocal cords. Hey, 7-year-olds can be vicious!
But the tragedy didn't end there. Addiction began to take hold of the group. They all had their vices. For Chris, it was alcohol. But Chuck was in a much deeper addiction, one that eventually took his life.
I should have been paying more attention, but things were going by so fast. We'd just played 3 gigs in the last 6 months. I was getting more hours at Taco Hut, but I should have seen it coming. I miss him so much.
If I'd seen it once, I'd seen it a million times. Chap was completely addicted to cheese.
All the dealers and cheese stewards knew him by face. He even had a nickname. His name was Chuck, and he liked cheese, so it was pretty obvious. They called him Charlie Cheddar.
The cheese addiction went from bad to worse. It got to a point where Chuck couldn't play.
I remember the night. It was before the Moskowitz bar mitzvah. We were supposed to all go out and play, and we went in the back, and Chuck was cheese-balled out of his mind.
Chuck, don't be a get up!
Chuck, why would you talk to me? Since I took a crap in your bass drum, man, I'm so sorry. Man, here, get out.
Look, Clive, I got American, I got some Parmesan cheese.
Hey,
This
hey,
wine
hey,
powder
hey,
right
hey,
here.
get off me! Hey, it's okay.
Later that evening, Chuck passed away. While the toxicology report had a laundry list of substances, the primary cause of death was determined to be pure, uncut Velveeta.
He thought he could handle it, but he just kept going farther and farther until he was eventually mainlining straight hot cheese. Velveeta was his favorite. It was the creamiest and the cheesiest. Some guys can quit it, but not Chuck. He had melted cheese running through his veins.
I miss him so much. I miss him so much.
Yeah, Mike turned into a douche. He was like, I'm not gonna play anymore. Whatever, man. I'm still rocking. I'm never gonna stop rocking. As a matter of fact, let me play a single off my new album. You can't buy it, but whatever. It's rock.
I went on to manage some really great groups, but I don't think I'll ever forget those guys. They were raw, and they were pure. Lousy musicians, but God knows they tried. Lousy musicians.